Hello everybody, welcome to the Arcane Gate. I'm Dinar.
And I am Follow Monkey 20. Welcome, everybody. So, last we left off, the party left Lucaville and started making their way for Stonehold, hoping to be able to upgrade their gear some. And on the way, found this mysterious storm that seemed to not move the entirety of the time they were traveling. Until finally, the storm itself seemed to come alive in a way and formed these lightning beasts that attacked the party. After a very harrowing fight and Amarok possibly being saved by a deity, they made it through and the storm faded away. Now, we come back to the party a few days later on the journey, still traveling towards Stonehold. Haven't really run into any strange encounters ever since then. And as the part, was there anything else y'all are wanting to do on the course of the journey?
I'm just gonna be. So, how big is our wagon? Like our base wagon?
That's a good question. What exactly are you wanting to do?
No, I'm just nothing nothing I can do right now. I'm just thinking for future, like potentially things we could add on to it. If this is going to be our permanent wagon, we might as well see what we can do to it.
Yeah, like
I'm just trying to see
traveling workshop, don't you?
add a ballista to it, stuff like that.
I mean, potentially.
Y'all would.
I'm up for making this one of our permanent vehicle. I just need to know when I'm working with it at face value.
The average size of a wagon was 18 foot long, 11 foot high, 4 foot wide, and could carry 12,000 pounds. So you could mount a ballista on one of them.
Yes.
So we would have to upgrade the wheels if we went too heavy, but
There's space in the middle to add an
We
extra
also
one.
have to upgrade the horse.
yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
a zebra that has racing stripes.
so
I'm
right
sorry.
Right now, I'm just thinking, like looking at the wagon as we go along, seeing what potentially we could add on to it. If we're keeping this wagon as our main wagon, and even if we need more power, we may later on buy another horse as well. Have 2 horses if we get a big enough wagon.
Yeah. It's fair.
So,
Okay.
also something that may be useful, if we get ourselves, like maybe say that we had 2 chickens, 2 hens, and they produce eggs, we would be producing a passive food supply that we could use while camping.
So just make an entire mobile, like, ecosystem for us to sustain
We are
ourselves.
I'm
gypsies now.
What do you guys think of potentially having a house on the road that's literally traveling with us?
Shall call it an RV.
Starring Robin
But-
Williams.
But we could potentially, if we got more funds, buy an additional horse, a bigger, upgrade the wagon. They could make it bigger and have baseline livestock, like a couple of chickens that we would have. They produce eggs. That's a food source that we can take on the road, and it's making it on a regular basis. I'm spitballing ideas, but we have our canvas, something we can work from.
Making the DM figure out how frequently a hen will lay an egg to provide us food. I love it.
This is one of the times me being raised on a farm actually comes in handy. And the answer,
I mean,
sometimes you have more than you know what to do with, sometimes you don't get any.
That's when you eat the chicken.
Chicken Run. Dot JPEG.
But I'm seeing potential with this wagon. I mean, we will have to actually stop and get supplies if we were to do something like that. But I'm interested to see what I can do with this.
I say go ham. Well, not ham. We don't have enough room for ham. But
Are you?
Yeah,
are you giving? So
that is to clarify. It being 18 foot long and 4 foot wide, that's still pretty tight for five grown people to be living in, much less one of them the size of Amarok. And including also all the stuff that Amarok and Marcus have carrying with them.
I do want to look at the journal while we're going, though.
Okay.
If nobody else minds.
go right ahead. I've been actually studying a little bit of Halfling while we've been going along. I may be able to aid you with that if you wish, but
Okay.
unless if you want some help. Otherwise, I'm just going to roll over some ideas. And Cyrus, you are giving me permission to do with the wagon as I please. Am I correct?
I mean, it would be more fun to let you do so.
Excellent. Marcus starts going through his bag, sitting aside tools and looking at the wagon and thinking.
Okay.
So, with the journal, are there any languages that, out of the languages that I can recognize, are languages that we could not read before?
What languages do you know again?
Let me look at my character sheet real quick. So, I only know Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
Common, Draconic, English. Okay. There is some passages in Draconic, but other than that, there's still a lot you do not recognize.
Okay.
You remember that the twins recognize some lines in Celestial as well.
Okay. I would like to, on the way, sort of get everyone's attention as alright, what passages can you read? And I would like to focus on the passages that no one can read yet.
Okay.
And wonder if I could recognize a language at least.
Make I'd say this be a history check actually for you.
History? Okay. This. Huh. Probably not very high at all. You said history?
Mm-hmm.
That's straight 10.
Okay. 10. There is one language you fairly recognize, but from some of your journeys, but you're not really sure where from.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask the others later. But for the most part, I'll probably just be staring through the pages.
Okay. With a few days, you're able to try and discern some things. What you're able to discern is, even with your new knowledge in Halfling Marcus, the book is still a lot of gibberish in a lot of ways, and a lot of rambling, and just a lot of words that don't seem to flow together and make sense. It'll take you a little bit longer to decipher it, but as the course of this is going on and time seems to fly by, y'all look ahead and see, you can see a town in the distance, as you see these towering stone walls at the end of the trail you're on, up ahead.
So it looks like we might reach our destination pretty soon.
And it seems like we have scenery a bit vaster than a village. an actual city wall.
Right. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Right. As you as you guys are starting to get closer and closer to the town, you actually you all instantly notice the sound of a hunting horn and a bit of shouting. As you can see people waving from the top of the walls in your direction. And as you get closer and it's able to get made out further, you're, hey, get in the gate! Get in the gate!
Can I look behind us?
Hey,
Yeah, I want to look around to see if I see any. Yeah, I want to look too because they're in distress.
they seem visibly distressed, and you actually see a figure shuffling around in town. But y'all look around. Y'all do not see anything around y'all.
I'm just gonna take their word for it and get off the wagon, lighten the load, and help pull. Double time it.
All right. And as you start doing that, you hit the ground, and you feel a little bit of a tremble under you.
Oh.
Let's go a little faster.
Wait, is that the right size? Okay.
Oh, when you were asking if it was the right size, I didn't know you meant creature size.
Bigger.
Glad you didn't notice that. As Amarok, next to you, you see suddenly bursting through the earth, two of these giant insect-like creatures come out of the ground and start pincering and attack their way toward y'all. I need everyone to roll initiative.
More bugs.
All right then, Maddie, you are up first.
Okay. Fine. Let's see. Move there. And I'll attack.
Alrighty, roll to hit.
Oh man.
A 12. Yeah, you swing wide and true, and it slams into the armor and bounces off. This thing has a tough chitin protecting it.
Oh man.
Yeah, that armor ain't just for looks.
No.
Would you like to do anything else for your turn?
That'll be it for this round.
Alrighty. At the end of your turn, Maddie, it is that one's turn, actually.
Just my luck.
As the sword bounces off of you, it just kind of twists its head to you and just makes these weird, otherworldly clicking noises. As it is going to try and bite you, actually.
Sorry, is it that one or is it the one next to Marcus and I? Because I have it highlighted and it's closer to us.
Oh, it's highlighted?
Yeah, if you scroll over the icons on the turn order, it will highlight which one.
Oh, okay, you're right. It will actually try and bite you then, Cyrus.
Yeah, I don't want to be bitten, but I'd rather.
But you were honest, and that's what matters.
Yeah. Cool.
And the honesty paid off because your karma saved you.
I just like I just barely move and just dodge its claws.
Yeah. It tries and bites down at you, just bites a big chunk of dirt off, and you see it rip through the ground like it's nothing as it just spits out a bunch of dirt angrily at you and just lets out a scutter.
Hi to you as well.
Alright. And that will be the end of its turn. Marcus.
Seriously, what's with all the giant bugs out here? and then
Oh.
Marcus will touch the hairpiece in his hair and turn that into Draco with his action. And Draco is giving off a little bit of a white light this time. And yeah, I'm going to then use my bonus action to attack with Draco. And this one I actually have to roll to see if I hit. So, roll.
Oh, okay. One of them, actually. That was a lot of pure black dice. What just happened?
Okay, it rolled to hit for a 19.
It looks like the Shadow Realm just came for me, man.
I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing those dice, but all right. But like I didn't even select those; it just picked them. But 19 to try to hit it.
Yeah, 19 will hit.
And it takes 20 points of damage.
Jeez. Okay.
All right.
And it is I push it 5 feet away from us.
Alrighty.
Nice.
And now that I got some distance in between it and us, I'm going to try to back up. Well, actually, so the gate's open right now, right?
Yeah.
Can you click on the map of where our wagon actually is?
I'll say for simplicity's sake, you guys all are guarding the retreated horse as it charged and entered the gate.
So the horse is inside the gate.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that's what I was concerned with. So if the horse is already in the gate, I'm going to try to move back. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to just get right there to get some distance. And that'll be my go.
Alright. Sounds good. Alright. That'll be the end of your turn. It will now be Amarok's turn.
Alright. Since I don't have to drag the horse through the gate now, I don't have to worry about that. Just gonna... I don't know what I'm... Decisions! Okay, just... I'm not... 15. Help double team this one.
Alright. Make your
Let's say
attack.
bonus action. Bonus to action running up there. Gotta do all this stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna take 4 points of damage, activate my Crimson Right.
Okay. That's a ice for you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And just attack it. Albert.
Alright, let's do it.
Oh, okay, that was fast dice. I gotta roll in. +1. Okay. So that's what? 6 points slashing damage, 1 point cold.
Alright. Yep, that one with Maddie striking, you quickly reach around his side, slam your halberd into his side, cutting through a chink into chitin. It did a decent slash on it.
All right, and that's gonna be it for me.
Okay. Right, and at the end of your turn, it is now Cyrus' turn.
Alright. So, it is around like midday. Am I right?
Yeah, that's a good time for it.
Okay.
Ooh.
I don't know what that was. But,
Nobody does.
yeah. So, pretty much I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shadow Blade.
Okay.
That, and I'm actually going to walk up on it and cast Booming Blade for my action.
Ooh, nice.
So, move him next to it and roll to attack.
Okay.
Where are the dice? They're there. 18 plus, like, I think 6.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So, alright. So, my normal Shadow Blade damage is going to be a 2d8. Okay, that's going to be 9 psychic damage.
All right.
And if it moves, it takes a d8 thunder damage.
Okay.
So.
As it's reeling back from Marcus's blast, you form the shadows around you into a dark blade and just charge forward, thrusting it into its chest, dealing a hefty bit of damage to it.
As I yell to the others, don't let it get through the gate.
Yeah. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. After that, it will be Luna's turn. He's like, jeez, more bugs.
I know, right?
And looking at the situation, the two of you seem to have that one, so she is going to head over here with her sister and Amarok and is going to cast Hold the Dead on this one.
Ooh.
Causing it to make a wisdom save. Yeah, that's definitely a fail.
Nice.
Doing 1d12 of damage to it. Jeez!
Max?
Alright. As she holds up her holy symbol of the bright star of luster, you see the thing just start to shake and convulse, and just this icky green blood start to course through its mouth. And that will be the end of Luna's turn. It is now the other one's turn. It is finally going to do something. It's just very angry from the situation it is in. It is going to try and take a bite at you, Amarok. As 21 to hit.
Yeah, it hit. So I did my Blood Curse of the Eyeless, and it did a 1. So it's a 20 to hit, still hits.
Well, you tried.
There was an attempt made.
There was an attempt. Don't you take that 1 damage too?
No, not on. Unless I amplify it, no.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty neat, actually.
Amplified is the one that costs actual, hit points. As normal as you.
So I was about to say the original one is what screwed over Molly, so I was just making sure.
Yeah.
Alright, but yeah, that 21 will definitely hit.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Hit me.
Oh, good. For the first damage, that is 10 points of damage. Plus another 5 acid damage. As it bites into you, you feel this. You see the sickening mucus aligning its mandibles, just start to tear its into you, and yeah, you and your alchemical mind's like, oh, that's what does to digest things. Oh no.
Oh no.
And that will be the end of its turn. Oh, and you are also grappled.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Right where I want him, within face stabbing.
Yeah.
Approach me.
Alrighty, and that will be the end of its turn. It is now the town guard's turns. There's like, get the gate as soon as you can, and they will step to the edge. You see, both of them are armed with heavy crossbows,
Get him.
and they are going to try and assist y'all to the best of their ability. First, this will be the one closest to you. It does try and shoot the one on you, Amarok, but it bounces off pretty easily. And the other one on the other side. The guards try their best. They're like, come on, we'll cover them! As you're just standing there bleeding, seeing the crossbow bolts bounce off.
Yeah, I just hear a tink tink, and then we just go about our day. Oh, God.
Like they're never there.
Yeah.
And at the end of that turn, Marcus, you feel a rumbling next to you.
Oh no.
As you just feel this icy feeling close to you. Sadly, a little familiar, as you see a giant insect burst out of the ground. And they put him at the very bottom. There we go. And it is going to try and bite you, my friend. And 14 will definitely not hit you.
Nope.
It tried.
There was an attempt.
Alrighty. And that will be the end of that one's turn. Maddie, it is back to you. You see Amarok is currently getting bitten pretty bad.
Alright, I see how it is.
Look, out of us, we're the two ones that are strong out of this group.
No,
He's
no,
up here
I
by
get it. You see a
himself.
losing battle over here, you just wander off, leave me to my fate.
Wait, I think I got everybody confused. Oh, I did everybody get confused. Wait, hold on.
What happened before I make the opportunity attack?
Alright, I did move. I got confused.
What? Oh, you thought he was getting bitten by the other one?
Yes.
Okay. There is a very big difference between Cyrus and Amarok, I hate to tell you.
There is. But for some reason, I had their names switched. And so when you
For-
said that, I'm like, oh, he's by himself. Oh, he does not do well with this. And he won't tell us he's dying until he's dying.
Listen,
Even then,
then-
I will tell you.
Exactly. So then I was like, the second he said that, I was like, oh, wait. This is the wrong person.
honestly, Cyrus being the one least in danger is pretty surprising for y'all's battles.
It really is. But I will, can I go around it to try to flank it, though?
Oh yeah, I can.
The one that's on Amarok.
It is very distracted right now, so this would be prime time for it.
I'll
You know, its face is buried in my chest.
Yeah.
Not in a fun way.
Hey, depends on what you're into.
No, we're ending this. Kill it
Alright, I'm going there.
before
That should
people
be-
start shipping them.
That's flanking, correct?
Yeah, it's flanking.
Okay. I'm going to smite it.
Okay.
Busty crustacean.
You do have advantage.
I forgot to hit the advantage.
Just roll it. Just roll again. And just roll again, but keep the first number of damage that you dealt.
Yeah, she did. Unfortunately, that will still not hit.
12
Darn.
is your number today.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, you try and swing around, but it has a weirdly armored hide you did not expect.
I'm just in the back going, let go! Just poking it.
Yep. You're whacking of your sword the best of your ability, but it's not relenting.
It's like the two big guys in the fight, and the little big girlfriend comes in. It's like, no, stop it, break it up.
Just banging on at the back, like, it's like, what are you doing? It's like, I'm trying to kill it, but it's gonna take a bit.
Alright. It will now be the one on Cyrus, who is very angry at what just transpired.
He's angry that he got back up and his buddy bit into me.
Yeah. Now the fact that he's dying. So it is going to try and make another attack at you, Cyrus.
Alright. Nope.
Man, these are bugs are unlucky tonight. Alright.
As I just like sidestep it again.
Alright. Yeah, it's looking pretty tired and seems to be panting a bit as it's going. And it's it itself is going to we'll roll this side. Yep, it is actually going to try and retreat from you.
Okay.
And it's going to start burrowing into the ground.
Alright, it will take the booming blade damage.
It doesn't know that.
Exactly. Want me to roll it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, 8.
Okay. So you see it starts to start to dig its way into the ground, and you see its body just start to shake and convulse as the booming energy takes over. It's hurt, but it's limply crawling its way into the ground.
Would I be able to get an opportunity if it starts digging down?
I'll say yes. Some DM pulled that on me where apparently burrowing doesn't trigger opportunity attack, but I think it would, so go ahead.
Okay.
You're moving.
Yeah, I mean, it's leaving threatened squares either way. Y'all ever heard that?
No, I've never heard that. It's leaving the threatened square. It's not teleporting.
Yeah.
Ooh. So plus like 6. So over 20.
Yeah. As it's digging into the ground, you just bring your sword around and just wait for its head to pass under you and just sink it straight into the ground. And you just feel its body go limp under you.
Oh,
As it had 2 HP left.
cool. Yeah, I roll 2 dice, so.
Bare minimum. Bare minimum would kill it.
Yeah.
It's mega dead.
Nice.
All right. Well, that
Just
being
send it to the
the-
turn.
That being the end of its existence, it's Marcus's turn.
Okay. Marcus not liking how this thing's right up on him. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit and try to back away from it.
Okay, so that'd be an attack. 18.
18 would hit me, but I'm gonna cast shield, so it doesn't.
Gotcha. Right, so pop and shield, you're good. And yeah. What do you do now?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep moving, but yeah. So since I have some distance in between me and it, I'm gonna shoot it. Try to shoot it with my gun, with my action. So.
All right.
That's a 25 to hit it,
Yeah, that'll hit.
and that's 13 points of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it.
And
All
then, since I'm going to try to hit it with Draco's attack.
Okay.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
That's
dice.
alright.
25. That's another 25 to hit,
Mhm.
and a 14 points of damage, of force
Lord.
damage.
As you back
And
away and just. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
And it also pushes it 5 feet back, but that's all I'm saying.
Oh. You kick back from it, just send, as it tries to grab onto you, just send a barrier, just send it reeling back, and as you do, just slam 2 bullets into it. It's looking pretty hurt.
So, I think we should take pointers from the guards here, just in case there are more of these. So I took 5 steps back, so then 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Oh, no, I can't.
You can pass
Yeah.
through him, you just can't still end in the same spot.
Huh?
You can pass through your ally, you just can't end in the same spot as him.
I know. I used 5 feet of my movement to step back, so I don't have another 5 feet
okay.
to move past. So I'll get next to Cyrus, and I'll just wait there. And I'm gonna try to move towards the gate,
Okay, I got you.
but I have my turn.
Alright. At the end of your turn, it is now Amarok's turn.
Alright. I'm just gonna side-eye the guards here, hope for the best, and do the whole transformation thing. Yeah. Hopefully I'm not gonna get shot here. So that happens, and I'm just gonna continue to hack away at it. Hopefully I don't get peppered like, oh, more enemies.
Load the silver rounds.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And plus yeah.
It's a wear and set. Kill it.
So yeah, that's 16 slashing and then 1 cold.
Alright. So in the situation it's in, you see, you find a spot where its chitin's exposed. While you have it close, you just bring your halberd up and slam it into it, just cutting a huge chunk out of it. It's still holding on to you pretty tight, but its body itself nearly goes limp under the blow you have dealt to it. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Amrock is okay. Cyrus, it is your turn.
Okay. Out of the two, which seem to have taken the most damage? Like, which are...
Definitely the one that Amarok is currently being bitten by. It's looking like it's really hurt.
Okay, cool. So, as I move, I'm going to shout to the guards, "Don't worry, this boy's friendly." Talking about Amarok. And I'd like to move... Actually, I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20... 5 feet closer. So I can then throw my Shadow Blade at this one.
Alright. Go ahead and roll.
Uh, 20?
That'll hit.
Let me make sure it's either 20 or so, yeah, 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. What is it? Oh, there we go. 2d8. Ooh, 11 psychic damage.
Nice. Alright. Yeah, looking hurt.
Alright, and then I'd like to use my bonus action to give inspiration to Amarok.
Okay.
As
What
a-
do you say to him?
As Shelton was like, "Alright, you got this. You've killed things scarier than that thing."
Yeah, that is accurate.
And quick question, how tall are these towers?
I'd say about 30 foot.
Okay. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Into your turn, it is now Luna's turn. She's like, she just looks at Amarok like, yeah, that's not good. And she is going to step forward, and she is going to try and help you out by slamming her mace into it, trying to hopefully knock you free. Glad to have advantage. Dadgummit. I forgot she was flanking last week. I'll just do it again. Unfortunately, she's having a hard time aiming, and just her blow bounces off. She's like, God dang it!
Language.
Yeah, lost her, dang it. Alright. At the end of her turn...
does not actually say that.
Okay. But, end of her
Emrock
turn...
has never spoken.
She will use Healing Word on you to heal you for 5 hit points.
Oh. She put aloe vera on my acid burns.
Alright. And that'll be the end of her turn. It is now the one that has bitten onto you. It will try and bite even deeper into you. For a 21. Yeah, that'll do
It just barely gets through my defense.
it. Alright. 13 damage, and that is half to 6.
Why it done that? What's happening?
Alright. Okay, go ahead and roll your d12. Okay, so you negate the acid damage, so you still take 6, though.
Alright. Pulling out all the stops. I'm not dying this time.
Again.
Yeah.
So, is your character essentially a more fun barbarian?
Yeah.
His type in particular does have same resistances as if he was raging, but yeah, extra flavor on top of it.
I like it.
I
Oh,
know
yeah.
how to play barbarian, and I know how to play monk. Okay, I've done both of those, and this is the beefier version of both of those.
Hey, I'd rather play what you're playing than play a barbarian. I like what you are. I like what you are.
Oh yeah, I'm really liking Amarok. Right, but that will be the end of its turn. Is this looking pretty desperate as well? But just try and do best drag you down with it. It will now be the guards' turn. Let's see if the guards can redeem themselves. That'll be a +2. No. Yes. I see the one bitten down on you. You see a crossbow bolt get sunken right into its mouth, and it just kind of coughs a bit, and then just the pincers around you just kind of drop, and it just collapses to the ground. As the guard got a kill,
Just died. Yay!
and instantly levels up to a level 1 fighter.
He now has a backstory.
Right. It's like he goes, "All right, you're clear. Get inside." And that will be the end of the guard's turn. It's now this one's turn. What it is going to do, in the spot it is lined up in, it is going to turn his head to Amarok and Luna, and it is it seems to open its mouth unusually wide, and you see this bubbling up of green inside of it. I need both Amarok and Luna to make dex saves. Let's see what Luna has. That.
Oh.
Twinsies!
Yeah. You know, because we look so much alike.
I'm sorry, I had to.
I have taken your sister from you now.
Triplets.
Yeah.
As both of you take 12 points of acid damage.
Oh no.
And she, as she kind of she's like, "Ah, dang it!" And as soon as it does that, it looks at all of you and looks at the guards above it, and it is actually going to start burrowing into the ground and disappear.
Oh, bad.
Right. And it is now back to top of turn rotation, and the guards are still yelling, "Come on, get inside!"
I suggest we heed its warnings.
Yeah, let's go. Maddie runs and grabs Luna's arms and starts shuffling her towards the gate.
Okay. So all of
Still in
you,
this.
no, at this point, you are out.
Okay.
Unfortunately. Okay, I make it. Okay. I can actually
Okay.
act normally.
Okay.
Instead of going towards the gate, though, I would like to run up to here. I can ping.
Make sure you're on the clicky
Make sure you're on the arrow.
I
On the left side
am?
screen. Alright, can't do it?
Yeah. Oh,
Where you want to
the top captain, the corner right next, like underneath him.
Yeah.
And I'd like to Misty Step up to the top.
Alright, be cool.
So I'd like to Misty Step up to the top. Wow, I can't even like click my character right now. But I'd like to
weird.
Misty Step up to the top and just be like, "Hi, I'm Cyrus. Thank you so much for helping us out. Sorry we caused so much trouble."
Yeah, just, everyone get inside there. Can't get inside the town.
You heard the man.
Okay. As everyone starts to make their way into the town, things just start to calm down there for a second as
Hello?
Hello? Oh, we lost him for a moment.
Come back to me. Need exposition.
Yeah, I think he just
We
completely
drop back in,
disconnected.
we're surrounded.
Yeah. Turns out the townsfolk were these creatures all along,
Yeah.
and they were hoarding us into their nest.
Oh, goodness.
hey, y'all still dead eye blank out?
Yeah. We hear you now, though.
You blinked out. We hear you.
Okay, sorry about that. I say everyone starts. Vince, do you drop your transformation as you start to go into town?
Yeah, like, as I'm walking through the gate, just shift back and hope there are no further questions.
Okay. As you go, you run into the town. The two guards start to climb down from the guard tower, and he's like, oh, "Hey, all alive? Good, good." As the gates are quickly shut behind you, he just kind of yells, "Hey, let's get a medic over here!" Just what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing on the road? It's dangerous times out here these days.
We're just travelers on the road. We were coming to this town to potentially upgrade our gear, and then that happened. What's going on here?
Yeah, that's a unfortunate bit. I'm
We'd
probably not
also
the best
heard
person.
Rumors.
Yeah,
We'd also
friend.
heard rumors that
Friend, about you. You a war veteran. You know, priests have been able to cure that ailment for those that ended up getting fights with the those tribes.
mine's intention. So long.
I'm not one to judge y'all as long as y'all here for good intentions. You did a good number on them a lot. We've had trouble with them for the last little bit. It's I'm probably not the best person to ask. The mayor would probably be the best person to talk to about it.
Have they been attacking every single time someone goes outside the city?
Yeah. Local merchant. He got his horse killed when he tried to escape. He was luckily able to make it out of here. Oh, out of there, more like he's still in town.
So
Yeah,
riddle me
well-
this: if you're an industrial town, why don't you get bigger crossbows? Lure them into a trap. You've heard of ballista, yes?
Oh yeah, ballistas. Yeah. I mean, hey, that could work. They just don't really stay up long enough to do it, but I guess a trap could work, huh? He's kind of standing there for a second, like his whole worldview is questioned, like, oh crap, we could have done something better at this point.
Why didn't I think of
You
that?
could have done anything.
You could also potentially make a type of a locking system where if they can't dig up into the city, you could extend the gateway a bit and then have an additional gate a little bit further from the city where you could let people in and then kind of work them into the city.
Well,
Or hey,
I'm sure.
expand on this ballast idea. Attach you a chain to your bolt and have it on a giant winch. You manage to harpoon one of them, and then you drag it to you and deal with it as you please.
You've clearly watched Tremors, my man.
So, by this time, am I down
No,
from the
I
guard
watch
tower?
bow fishing.
Yeah, I'd say you're down from the tower by now.
Okay, is the guard that I spooked with me?
Yeah, he's the one that's been talking to y'all.
Okay,
the other
cool.
one's been pretty quiet.
Okay, cool. Now I know where I am.
Yeah.
Well, who should we talk to if we want to know more about this?
Definitely the mayor. If y'all wait here, I can I can go get him if needed.
All right. We wouldn't mind having more information. I mean, being that we're travelers, and if we were to leave, we would like to know a bit more about what's going on.
Right, of course. Yeah, just give me a moment. Sit here, take your time, rest a bit. There is a tavern in town that probably a good place for y'all to rest at.
Very well. How far away from the gate is it?
Oh, not far at all. Just a few buildings that way. It's a big marble building called the Well.
And if you don't mind, could you tell us where we could place our carriage and horse for safekeeping?
Tavern has a little stable there.
Oh, perfect.
Also, speaking of which, is our horse like freaking out and stuff like that?
A little bit. It looks very nervous.
That wild-eyed, ears laid back.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can calm our horse down.
All right. Make an animal handling check. All right. Surprisingly, with no prior experience of a horse, you are able to calm it down a pretty good bit.
I'm sorry that this is your first adventure with us. And I'll try to lead the horse to the tavern then.
Good.
I do have a question for our more observant party members.
Luna's just like, yo.
What's the difference between the ground behind the gate and the ground that was outside?
Probably
Built on
worked
bedrock.
early.
You find yourself standing on a paved stone.
Okay. Okay.
Also, like,
The floor here is
Are
made
there
of floor.
are the people out? Are there people outside right now?
There's a few people that were drawn by the commotion. They're kind of staring and are all kind of surprised, like, "Whoa, traveler! Someone made it in, and they're
So
alive."
do they seem kind of like in a panic and everything like that?
They seem a bit nervous, but not too freaked.
All right. So shall we go to this well and wait for the mayor to show up then?
Yeah, sounds like the best place, if any.
Okay.
Looking around, what kind of shops and stuff do we see?
Town itself, it seems to not be a ton of shops on this little main strip. The place itself seemed to be really good bit residential. Like you see a few general shops here and there, some bakeries and stuff. But it seems like a lot of the main buildings seem to be catering to the average citizens. But you do see what's it called? What was the word I had for it? You see a blacksmith shop called the Golden Bane. A few buildings down from the well.
Do I see a messenger's?
You do not see a messenger's guild in this town.
All right.
Other main attractions. There is a temple to. Let me make sure I get the name right, because I don't think I've actually said his name in a little bit. There is a temple to the Forge Fire as well, August.
Well, we should at least wait in the tavern until we can speak to the mayor before we decide to look around town. We better figure out what's going on with the town before we do anything else.
Alright.
I'm already heading that way.
Okay. Yeah, you notice that Cyrus is actually gone. Right.
I'll leave the horse to the tavern then.
Okay. You make your way to the outskirts of the tavern. You see a hill dwarf standing outside, looking a bit perplexed, like, "Oh, travelers. Yeah, this is a good sign. Welcome. Here, I'll take your horse." You notice he seems a little excited from seeing y'all.
I guess you don't get many travelers because of the infestation outside.
We currently have 2 guests in our inn, and no, 3 because Johnson and his wife are having a spat right now. But other than that, just 2.
Oh. So you're saying you have vacancy?
Yeah, we got vacancy. Yeah, we can have a room for each of you if you'd like.
Well, first, let's have a drink. It's been a long road.
Of course.
I'm Cyrus, by the way.
Horse. Oh, Cyrus. I'm Melvin. Good to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine.
Hi, Melvin. I'm Marcus.
Okay. Well met, Marvin. Marcus.
He's nervous.
All right. But he quickly leads the horse into the stable, and you find yourselves alone in the bar for a few seconds. Then he hurries out real quickly, like wiping his hands off. It's like, yeah, drinks, yeah. And he quickly starts pouring some for everybody.
Do you have a local brew here? Like a town special?
Oh yeah, we have. We're a little short on it at the moment, but yeah, we have something called the Wellsprings wine.
Oh, well, I mean, if you have enough to give out, I'll buy some. I'll buy a glass.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Glass is 2 silver pieces.
And I'll hand him 2 silver pieces.
All right, here you go. And he quickly pours you a glass and slides it over to you.
Do you have any? What is the local cuisine, like the meal of choice in the town? He
actually sits there and thinks for a moment. Well, crops have been a little limited right now, and so there's a few other things with our supply chain getting cut off mostly. I got some dried pork laying around though.
Just outside of character question, like our rations are basically like dried meat and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Just the wine will be fine for now. I may ask for something later.
Oh, all right.
So, how long have your town had this problem?
Yeah. A week or so now. It's quite a problem.
How long have we been on the road? Like this
you have been
above table. Me asking.
Oh yeah. Y'all were on the road for like 7 days.
So a week.
Yeah. So
7 days ago, this wasn't a...
As he says that, I just look to the party.
I say a week or so. It has been more than a week. I'll say it wasn't exactly when y'all left.
Right. Okay. It's still strange. I guess to be fair, they probably can't last a lot longer in this state if they're not getting supplies at all.
Yep. Yeah. Like, and eventually, after a short period of time, you do see the door open, and a small halfling fellow comes. You see he's dressed in a fine tunic, but you can look at him and tell he seems a bit nervous, despite how well he tries to present himself. It's like, yes, you are the adventurers, yes?
Ah, yes. I'm Cyrus. Nice to meet you.
Cyrus. Great, well met. The rest of you?
I'm the inventor, Marcus Locke.
Marcus.
Recently.
Well met.
Oh, we got titles.
An inventor. You may like our temple. It's a very nice temple. It's the only one we have down here that I know of outside of the close mountain territories.
We'll look into it.
Okay. What is your name, big fella?
I'm Amarok.
Well met.
I have no titles. Just Amarok.
Okay, I am known as the mayor, so I do have a title. So, you lovely ladies, what's your name?
I'm Maddie. This is Luna.
Okay, great. Well met. It is great to meet all of you. I am. I hear you are very good at killing giant insects. That's great. That's that's great. Melvin, can you pour me some wine? Mayor, Melvin, give me the wine. Yes, Mayor. And he just he pours a little wine and just sits the bottle across from us. Like, thank you.
Are there
This
any
is why
more
there's a
people?
shortage.
Yeah.
He's just chugging down the wine. Like, I'm sorry, Sarah Elf, I didn't hear what you said. What'd you say?
Oh, I was just asking above table, are there any other people in the tavern? Or is it just us?
Not currently, no.
Still odd. Okay.
So, Mayor, we've had a bit of an intro to your town. What might be going on here? I mean, we've been told that this has been going on for a few weeks.
Oh, jeez.
When did it exactly?
I wish I knew. Like, things were going great in town. Things are as they always been. People were mining. Trade was good. Everything was good. We've always been a pretty good isolated town. Not really had a lot of issues on our own. Nothing's really been amidst in this whole situation has been occurring. So some of the miners just came out one day and reported that some of their people went missing, and they were worried it was a kobold problem, as it happened in the past, but it hadn't happened in a long time. Honestly, people usually use your children will be taken away by kobolds if they're bad as a little bit of a crutch when it comes to telling stories to their children now. It's quite a problem. We shouldn't be doing that anymore, but they were convinced real kobolds were coming, and it's just like, okay, we'll just round up a posse, get guys, send them in there, get rid of kobolds, and there's giant insects in there, and they're not happy, and they seem to be very hungry. They can't seem to crawl through stone though. That's good, but the iron mine is currently not operable, and that is very not good for business in a town that's literally known for being the main iron producer in the Emerald Expanse. And also we have lost currently 4 men that were sent there. There's been some livestock that have been going missing, some other disappearance cases. It has not been a good time at all, to be perfectly blunt.
So have they been attacking at all different parts of the town, or have they just been coming from this one location?
They've been showing up in random places, but it seems when there's too much too much activity going on outside of town, yeah, that's when it happens because they can't go through the stone. That's great. That is great. That is our advantage. We are safe as long as we're in here, but outside of town, you're in trouble. Yeah, and we had a supply run come in a week ago. That was great. We got resupplied. We told him what was going on. He was going to go get help, and as he went to get help, yeah, they ate his horse. We have been able to kill a few of them, but usually we end up having more men injured than them. So this is the first big jump we've really made. And when it really comes to dealing with them.
We have a little bit of an echo.
Yeah.
Is it fixed?
I'm not sure.
I didn't hear it, but are you there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah, I'm just,
Alright, we can
Okay.
barely hear you, Marcus.
Yeah.
hear me now.
Oh, there we go. I
Okay.
still hear an echo though.
I had to switch headsets because my other one, the battery was dying. But am I echoing?
You are not, but we are.
Okay. I mean, I don't hear an echo, but
Well, we're echoing through your speaker.
how about now? How about now?
Check. Bill, that's odd.
Yeah, auxiliary echo.
But also, we hear you a lot clearer.
Yeah.
Well, it may be the mic on this headset that you're hearing me a lot clearer.
Yeah. Oh, I don't hear myself.
Okay, good.
yeah, thanks for-
I was messing with this. I messed with the sensitivity to see if that fixed the echo. But all right. So no echo now.
Check. Yeah, no echo. You're good.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
But, well, so if so have they been having a lot of activity in the mines? Or is like the mines completely infested with these things?
I don't know about completely infested, but yeah, they that seems to be where they hold up to most of the time.
Are they more active at a certain time of day, or is it just whenever anyone leaves the town?
It seems to be whenever anyone leaves the town. It's hard to say. We haven't sent too many people out there to find out.
Well,
There can only be so many casualties before volunteers start becoming more sparse.
That's fair. So, you have no idea really how many there are or what's the cause of them?
Well, from my reports, I have been told there was 5 of them. And it seems you guys took care of 2 of them there, so that was wonderful. But there was some mysterious reports of when the local blacksmith, old Crackhammer, he when he took him down there, he's an old war veteran. He isn't spooking easily, but he can't remember anything that happened when he was down there, and they say something big dragged him off that seemed different than the rest of them, but he seemed to be in a daze the entire time. But it seemed like he was able to fight it off, whatever it was, and get back to it, but he hadn't been in good shape since.
Interesting.
He got dragged down into the mine?
Yeah, one of them bit down on his ankle and dragged him. Well, was it better they dragged him with a claw? That part was always conflicting. But yeah, his left leg got mangled. He can't even walk right now. So he crawled his way out of one of the tunnels, and some of the guys with him helped to carry him out of the mine.
Wow.
So I'm guessing you're wanting us to assist.
Yeah, yes, please do it. We really need the help.
I don't know. We were kind of passing through.
But we were also planning on staying to the point where we were going to try to upgrade our things. So I guess we could look into this if everyone else on board. What are the rest of you on?
It never hurts to be owed favor.
Yeah.
Do you see the mayor sweating and rubbing his hands together?
Well,
And we mostly came here because our friend here, like gesturing towards Maddie, needed some armor improvements. But currently, it seems like your town doesn't have the materials to help.
Oh no! I mean, hold on. Crag is Crag should have something. We can make that lady completely covered in metal. Yeah, we can do something.
all right.
Well, we will need to be fully armored and prepared before we go into a den of giant insects.
He kind of turns and pours him another glass of wine real quick. Could I can tell Crag I sent you, and maybe you can work something out with him.
Well, that should do. Well, all right. So let's go talk to this Crag. Hopefully there were only 5 of them, and we have taken out 2 of them. Hopefully there's only 3, and not this bigger thing. But I don't think that fits our luck. But
The only thing is, if we do talk to Crag, we are automatically accepting this job, so we have to take that into consideration.
Look, these people do need our help, and we are the most capable people of doing this in the vicinity at the moment. We have an obligation to help.
Sorry, what was that, Maddie?
Said I, for one, think that we should help them.
I'm okay to help them. I just want to know more information of what we're going into. So I guess we should, if they were actually down there, they faint. I just don't want to walk into something that's more than what we had.
Yeah, Luna nods.
Did you learn by now?
Like, I agree with y'all. Let's help them.
Well, then it seems that the vote is to help. So I say you have a deal, Mayor.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Great. Yeah. This is great. Yeah. Oh, great. Cheers to that then. And he takes another glass of wine.
I just kind of look at the
well,
bar.
Just
well,
shoot the bottle
well.
away from him.
Well, yeah, I'm actually like trying to stop him from drinking that last glass. Like he's had how many glasses prior to this one that we've seen?
I'm just jittery now.
The barkeep just shrugs and it's like, I'm paid to give him stuff, not count.
Mayor, you are the mayor of the city. It'd be best to keep a clear head. Drinking-
This keeps my head clear. Don't worry.
Not
It's good stuff, you know. Like the water comes straight from the mountain. It's I don't know. We say it's blessed or something. It's good.
Mayor,
Okay.
Mayor. As a person who has recently graduated college, I can very much tell you that wine does not keep your head clear.
I never went to college.
Okay, I'm just gonna loom over him a bit here and just go, okay, look, let's look at it this way. You are the leader of this town. These people look to you in these trying times for leadership. If they see a bumbling drunk, they're gonna panic. They're gonna be wrong.
It takes
You
more
have
than
more
3 glasses
problems.
to get me plastered. It's okay.
I'm gonna get just right up in his face. Do I look like this is up for discussion?
Make an intimidation check.
Oh my god. Intimidation. Ooh. I ain't good.
It was
He's got enough. He's got enough liquid courage in him. While your words are intimidating, it doesn't really resonate with him.
Well, let's go look into this problem, I guess. We'll head to this out if everyone's ready. We'll head to the smith. I'll actually take out one of my meat rations and I'll cast precipitation on it and I'll season. It says I can season it with the. I'm gonna add a little spice to it and just eat the meat ration.
Fancy.
I have no idea what happened. I cut out there.
Oh, he just ate some jerky.
Okay. I'm being scary, and then suddenly he's eating.
Well, I just said that we should head off to deal with the smith, to talk to the smith, and I just ate one of my rations since this town struggling with resources.
Oh, how many rations should we deduct?
I
Oh,
think
7
we ate
days
those
worth.
10 rabbits.
Did you say 7 days worth?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the rabbits. The rabbits would knock off all the food y'all collected on the way. Y'all only gotta knock off 3 days of rations.
Okay, cool.
I can't believe no one took Wonder.
Took what?
Wonder, like the background feature. I think that's
Oh, yeah.
where you can feed like a party of 5.
Oh yeah.
Jeez, it's another that just makes rangers one of their few unique abilities useless. Jeez. Ugh. Since that's one of our really good traits.
Yeah.
Question: is he still drinking wine?
He's sipping on it a little bit, but he looks like he's in a lot better mood. Also, Marcus, did you drink your wine?
I drank. Yeah, I was sipping it while we were waiting
Okay.
for him. So I'm not like downing it, but
It was really good. It was kind of tart, but not too tart to where you couldn't drink it. It seemed to be a blackberry wine.
well, fair enough. Well, once I finished that and my ration, well, shall we go talk to the smith, see if we can gather more information on before we go diving into a mine. Also, Mayor, if you've locked off the mine, don't we need some type of clearance? I pull out a piece of parchment and a quill.
No, the mine isn't blocked off. It's wide open.
Well, we wouldn't mind getting your clearance at least while talking to the blacksmith. We are new here, and we don't want him to think that we're trying to cheat him out of his product.
Fair.
I put down the piece of parchment in front of him with the quill.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. And he quickly writes out a short note saying, "Hey, Crag, these fine, upstanding adventurers will take care of our insect problem and liberate our town." And
You forgot handsome.
P.S. They're handsome. And he pulls out a signet ring and puts a stamp on it as well. All right, here you go.
Thank you. And then
Do you mind if I take a look at it real quick, Marcus?
Yeah, I'll hand it to him.
This should do. As I hand it back to Marcus.
I see what you did. Okay.
Well, and then I just will head up the road.
All right. You see it. You also look and notice that his name it is addressed by Mayor Quimley.
Mayor Quimley. All right.
Okay.
Adding that to my
A
notes.
question, DM.
Yeah.
Would I happen to see a glass blower in this town? It is an industrial town, and they do have a mine relatively nearby.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll say there's a glass blowing shop.
You see, now you face me with a moral dilemma here. You've given me a cave, a strong acid, and a glass blower. You understand the implications here? What we've talked
I
about
knew what you
earlier?
were asking when you said it. You think I don't know you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't do it already.
Well, I did
I
just
had-
get, munched on.
I had an entire campaign of Kindle harvesting anything that had a bit of poison in it.
Give me time. I plan on going back. Those bodies ain't going nowhere.
That's what you think.
I'll just have to make more of them.
See, you saw acid. I saw armor because, like, Kaiden.
Yeah. Carapace.
Okay, so, you guys make your way a few doors down, and you see a very crudely written letter on it that says currently closed.
Lightly knock on the door.
What do you want?
Excuse me. We have a note from the mayor about your insect problem. We hope to help. We just want to talk to you first.
You suddenly hear like a thumping noise on the other side of the door, kind of rhythmic in time with someone stepping. And the door opens, and you see an old ragged dwarf on a metal, leaning on a metal crutch, standing on the other side of the door, like, adventures. You made it past all them insects.
We managed
Maybe
to
worth
actually
your salt
kill-
after all.
We managed to actually kill 2 of them.
Good. That puts us about even. I killed 2 of them myself. Alright. Come inside.
I'll head.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll head inside.
I'll let everybody go before me. Like, just kind of gesture politely.
And do you come in after everybody?
Yeah.
Alright.
And close the door behind me.
He just kind of walks way into the shop. It's kind of it looks like it's very dimly lit right now, and he just kind of makes his way over to his stool and eases his way down. And you look at his leg; it is bandaged up and splinted, and it looks really rough. You see, most of the bandages are a bit blood soaked. You're like, all right.
Hey, Luna, can you help with that potentially?
can't speed up the natural healing too much, but I mean, I can at least make it less bloody. And Ludo just kind of gets down, takes a look. What do you? Who cares? He's like, all right, let me see that note of yours.
I hand him the note.
All right, Mayor did send you. All right, what can I do for you? You want to hear about how horrible they are? What have you?
Actually, we're here because we're in need of some supplies. As a gesture towards Maddie.
Maddie, what kind of armor are you wearing?
Chainmail.
You want some more armor there, Gunny?
Yes.
Well, I can respect that. Chainmail's good for starting out one, but if you want to be an actual warrior, you definitely need some plate or the like. Unfortunately, not really in the condition to build you some plate right now.
Well, I was potentially hoping to rent a space. I myself am a craftsman. I would rent the space from you. You pay you to access to your forge and for time used. And I was hoping to be able to fashion her armor myself, even buy the supplies from you.
You're a funny one. Lord. I could say I didn't really expect that. Unfortunately, plate mail takes weeks to make. Be here for quite some time. If that's what you want. And plate mail is quite the expensive one. So, I do have some splint that we could end up fitting her. Be better than what she has. Plate mails are usually for nobles to have too much time, too much money on their hands.
Then, what if we get some splint in the meantime to, make it to where we can survive our little encounter with these bugs and hopefully liberate your town in exchange for maybe a discounted price at least on plate mail. And we'll stay in the week and make sure that nothing bad happens.
Let me actually check how long it takes to make plate mail. It says some Xanthar somewhere.
100 days.
Also, Maddie, do you have the strength to wear plate mail?
15.
I have a 16th strength.
You need a 17 to wear splint and... No, wait. Am I thinking it wrong? I may be thinking it wrong. I think you need just a 15.
Is 15.
My bad.
17.
I thought it scaled up. I'm sorry about that.
Like, please, let me get better armor.
Okay, you can. You have the strength you need to get all the armor. You're good.
Yay.
Okay.
Strength.
Might I ask, do you also have potentially a breastplate?
Yeah, I should have one that I'm laying around somewhere.
Well, actually, do you have do you keep raw material for sale potentially? I like to custom make my own thing. I was just wondering if you could sell the material to me.
You get rid of them insects, we can definitely work something out. It's not something I normally do.
All right, fine by me. It gives me a project to do, and I So, what have you exactly seen of these insects? You said you killed 2 of them and one messed up your leg. Um, that so far we've been told that there were potentially 5, but there have to be more since you've killed 2 of them and we killed 2, and we were attacked by 3. So there's probably more, isn't there?
As far as I know, hopefully it's just hopefully that should be just 3 more. If you took out 2 of them, there wasn't. There was 10 when it started. Me and a group of the men from the town have been able to call them down that little over time, but the mine, when we tried to assault it, that's when things went bad.
If I may ask, how many went down into the mine with?
20 of us went down there. 4 were killed. Another 5 were horribly injured. Most of them are in the shape I'm in or worse right now.
20 of you went down, and 4 of you were killed, and most of you were in.
Okay. It was quite the mess. It's the best way to put it.
So can you tell me what they did? They come at you just head on, mindless
No.
beasts, or did they come at you from the sides? What happened?
Using what tactics I had learned from the war, we all formed up in a big clump so they wouldn't be able to just pick us off one after the other, because that's what they were doing. They were waiting for people to get by themselves, then they just pull them into the earth with them. So we were smart about it. Made it to where they couldn't just take us out one after another. But something happened where a few of us just got real dizzy all of a sudden, and next thing I know, I was getting dragged into a hole. I just started swinging like a madman and was able to crawl my way out. By the time I came to, it was a mess.
Dizzy how? Fumes in the mine, or something messing with?
It wasn't fumes. There was no gas or nothing. Didn't really bring a canary down there, but I don't think that was it.
You didn't hear anything strange before you got dizzy?
Not that I can think of, no.
Interesting.
Did you smell anything?
No, I'm telling you what I know. Nothing seemed out of normal.
I want to roll the insight just in case, like just to see if I sense anything that something is up.
All right.
He's a sleeper agent.
He was an insect all along.
I knew it. Have a chest burster come out.
I went to 13.
He seems like he's being real forthright. I mean, he wouldn't really have the reason to really lie to you, and the damage on him is definitely real. As you see, Luna's been checking his wound the entire time, and you see her grimace like, yeah. She does re-administer the bandages here and there, and does apply a little healing magic, but when she gets up, she's like, it's gonna take time to heal, really. It's where it's not bleeding, at least.
So, well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I think we need to think about our strategy before moving forward. If they went down with 20 and we're going down with 5.
Yes. I have a feeling that there's one at least that has more tact and skill than the bugs that we dealt with.
Well, I do have a question. Is there perhaps an alchemist in this? Or
No.
herbalist?
No, if we ever needed that, we always usually went up north and talked to the witches.
Well, all right. Well, thank you for your time. I don't know if anyone else had something they want to add, but I think we need to prepare a plan before going in. We don't want to get blindsided.
Did
Were
y'all
we?
go down?
Hmm?
Go ahead.
Were we at least able to get some splint armor for Eddie?
You gonna count splint armor as my payment? 'Cause that stuff ain't cheap.
How much gold do we have currently?
I have 37 gold. A lot of that's in copper and silver.
How much would splint armor cost? Because personally, I'd rather us pay for the splint armor and get plate mail as a reward.
That'd be a very hefty reward.
I mean, to be fair, they're on a countdown.
Yeah, but it is kind of saving their town.
If we're
Like,
not
we could
successful,
help and just
Jeez.
Hey,
I'm playing devil's
uh,
advocate here because Amarok is totally opposed to extortion of this. But, you know, player here is going to point out that we are, in fact, saving this town from dying and just drying up.
oh yeah, Cyrus is all in on extortion right now.
Yeah,
We are learning-
Maddie's not
we-
for extortion.
Every day we learn something new about Cyrus. Jeez.
Okay, so we have an extortionist and a psychopath in our group. We've learned this so far.
Wait, who's the psychopath?
Are those
You
both
made
me?
a gun for a reason, remember?
Okay.
Fresh out of college, just shooting people left and right. No, just calling about it. Just, hey, you're a guy. Boom, you're dead. Oh, I have no negative feelings about this. I built this thing. I'm gonna see what it does now.
When your life is on the line, it's you or them.
I would still feel bad.
I guess to be fair, the college would teach us like to deal with that stuff.
What kind of college have you went to?
When you go to a college for like magic and alchemy, I'm pretty sure there's like, all right, this is what happens when you use it.
So, but yeah, he's like, well, pair of splints, 200 gold. Best heavy armor you can get that ain't plate or magic in some form or fashion.
I'm willing to pitch in a little bit to get our friend some armor. I feel like we're going to need it.
So you don't want that as a reward?
No, I'm pretty sure we are set on plate, but we understand the circumstance that you're in. I mean, you haven't had supplies for a week, and if this continues, you won't get any supplies at all.
Cyrus, he's currently not in the condition to even smith right now. I'm just saying, perhaps we take the plate as the reward. It will help Luna out. And I will be willing to buy materials to. It'll take a while, but I'll be willing to buy materials in order to make plate. I also want to upgrade my own armor, but
Y'all kids even know how plate mail works. It literally by myself would take me over a year to make it. Including my leg to be even longer. I'd literally be working myself to death if I agreed to that. Because that'd be a whole year of focusing just on the armor.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying that we commission you to make it right now. You're not in the current condition to make something like that. I'm saying that we get this splint for Luna. It'll help her out, which will help us out, and since she's one of our frontliners, and I want to buy material once the job is done. I'm not talking about buying it now.
Oh, so you're saying to at least get the material for later.
Yes,
Or
I
some
mean
of
it'll
it.
take a long time. Here's the thing. It'll take a while before I can, with us traveling and stuff. It'll take a while before I can fashion plate mail, but I could do it. It'll just be later on. Splint will help her now. Which if he's offering Splint as a reward, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with helping out one of our party members because all in all, it helps us out in the long run as well. Her being on the front line.
Cyrus will look at Maddie to kind of see if like she's accepting of this offer.
As long as we're not extorting them, she's fine.
Okay. No, it seems Marcus's choice is probably the most reasonable.
I'll set you up with what I can, kid, for doing this, and yeah, I got a player splint in the back. If you're a talented enough smith, as you say, the two of us should be able to shape it for her and get it put together. I want that breastplate though. That'll take some more work.
No, the breastplate is something I'll do in my free time. It's something I'm thinking of for myself. I like to do my own custom pieces, and I like show him my studded armor, and I wave my hand in front of my armor.
I assume you're one of the mountaintop kids, aren't you?
Yes, actually.
Good thing they're still teaching you well up there. Alright. Yeah. Cost the splint mail. I'll send that your way.
All right. Well, shall we get her sized up for this? I can help you with it. I offer my aid to help you.
Yep. Let's do it.
All right.
Hey, DM,
Yes, player?
while they're doing this, can I go and check and see if the giant insect bodies are still outside?
Oh, yeah, you can.
Alright, are they there?
You see one is partially buried and the other one is and the other one's still laying on top of the ground.
Okay. Can I go get the horse and come back to the gate?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, y'all can do your own thing. I'll come up and follow back with this.
But wait, so what are you doing now?
This is a large creature, right?
The horse?
The
Oh.
insect.
Oh, the insect. Yeah, it's large.
Yes. My drag weight is currently 1,200 pounds. That's what I can drag. The horse should be somewhere around that as well. Okay?
Yeah, I'll say
like
you
to
could
do-
drag them in, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just finessing this with the guards at the gate that are just like, you want to what?
Could I go with him actually? Since I'm pretty sure Luna, Maddie, and Marcus kind of have it handled here.
Amarok, you going to follow him or tell him, or Cyrus, you just going to follow Amarok out?
Yeah. Do you tell us?
No, I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna do. Just give you a quick. We need to know what we're dealing with. We need to study what this thing is, get a better idea how to.
Then it sounds like you do need my assistance for that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get the horse, hook my chain
Yeah.
to the barding here, and go to the guard saying exactly that.
Okay. He still says, you want to what?
I'd like to explain to the guard that it's like, we have been offered the mission to get rid of your infestation problem, and we'd like to have a better chance of liberating your town. And a friend here needs to study the body so we can find out exactly what we are dealing with, as he said.
He looks slightly nervous, and he's just like, okay.
Look, from what I can gather, they sense movement, correct? Or something along that line. They felt us coming up and jumped us. Y'all can either make distraction on the other side of town, or we can just do this blitzkrieg style. Me and the horse run out, wrap around one, and drag it in before they can pop up. Does that sound like a plan?
The guard's like, okay, hold up. And he gets up top of the tower and he loads his crossbow again. All right, have fun.
Okay. Okay. Moment of truth here. I'm just gonna run to the closest one, or the one that'll be easiest to drag, not the one buried, I guess.
Okay. Cyrus, are you just watching this?
No, I'm actually going to be on the, let me see if I can figure out. So if he's going to go there, I'd like to jump off as he's about to grab it and head a little bit away from him.
Okay, I'm actually going to put y'all on the map again.
Oh, okay. Let me
God.
bring the map up real quick.
Okay.
So we had one dead here and one dead somewhere around here. This one's the one buried.
No, on both sides, here and here. This is the one that's buried. And they're just off in the building and having fun, not doing this. And Luna's currently thinking to herself, if they die, it just happens.
We are now Team Shotgun,
Yep.
and they're Team Alive. Oh. Oh, God.
So,
Okay, so yeah.
Arlen's character's just like cringing from distance, like, they're doing something stupid again, aren't they?
Alright, yeah.
so where
Know
are
what
you
I'm
going to
gonna
be?
do, what I need to roll. Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be at the gate with the horse and just run out, hook to this one, and then run back.
Okay. So then I'll get a start then. Since I doubt we both can get on the horse.
I'm not gonna ride the horse. I'm running with the horse.
Then I will
need
ride
its
the
full
horse then.
weight.
Alright.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'm just gonna say these are dexterity checks for both of y'all.
Okay.
Alright. Something I'm great with, but we can make this work.
And also, my plan is to be more like over here
Okay.
while he's in this area.
Okay. I didn't just post something weird in chat, did I? Because I just tried to do my my Roll20 command on Twitch.
No, I didn't see it.
Okay, good.
What do I... Sweet. So just dex saving throw?
Just dex check.
Oh, dex. So I don't add my proficiency to it?
No.
Okay.
You do add your jack of all trades to it, though, if you have that yet.
No. Ugh, that's an 8.
Okay. And what'd you get at? Okay, Amarok, you did
Not
pretty
fame.
good.
Yeah. I'm a nimble big guy.
Yeah.
I'm not used to being on a horse.
So you quickly go out. While Cyrus is out there, he's trying to gun the horse, and the horse stops a little bit. But Amarok, you just kind of sigh, and you straight lasso the giant body with the chain, and you are able to drag it into town fairly quickly.
Cool.
Okay.
And as you do, it does attract the attention of one of them, who wasn't able to, who's just out of y'all's reach and just kind of staring at y'all as y'all are doing whatever this is.
Okay, so we've learned something important here. That's a quick response time.
Yeah.
That's like 6 seconds, and they're on us.
So we did manage to get through the gate?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It kind of just slowly melds into the ground, and you hear the guard up top say, "Can I shut the gate yet?"
Close it.
Yeah.
Thank you. He shuts the gate. So you made it to the other side of the gate with a body.
Actually,
Okay.
that's another thing. I would like to ask the guards, do they ever try to cross the gate, even when it's open?
Not really. See, I imagine they probably don't feel comfortable on ground they can't move through too easily.
So I just kind of look over to Amrock. The sensing, how you mentioned that they might be able to sense vibrations, might be correct.
Well, seeing how I don't figure they can see through dirt, it's the only thing I can think of.
So does that mean that they cannot see through stone?
Hopefully not. I'd assume not. Can we just get up on the wall and throw stuff off, see if they come up? This is for science, okay? Okay, but yeah, I'm just gonna eventually let Marcus and everyone else know that we have this thing to study now.
Excellent. I would be willing to help someone study it. I've again never seen one of these things before, but I'm pretty good at studying. I did do a little bit of.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna try to figure out if I know what this thing is. Second, I want to try to get some.
Okay. Make me a survival check.
All right. Good. Yeet. All right.
17?
Do I need to roll again for the other thing, or is it all lump sum?
Yeah, that's lump sum. You are able to fill up one of your vials full of acid.
Yay!
Yeah, right on it, Ankedge, acid.
All right. Okay, that answers the first question then. Do I know anything about them? Their big bug thing.
Make a nature check.
Doing all the. Ooh,
No,
the dice don't
they
like
big. They big and they insects.
Yeah.
That was-
All right. That's. Yeah, that's bad. All right. I've hijacked enough of this conversation section here. Do as you will.
I mean, all I'm doing is fitting armor to Maddie.
Okay. So it takes you a little bit of work, but you guys are able to Get a set of splint mail that does fit Maddie now.
All right, there we go. You have a little bit of an upgrade. Good bit of an upgrade, actually.
Nice.
Well, so shall we go back to the tavern to think about our plan to move forward, or shall we think of it in front of the site? I mean, the mine, we know the general gist of where the mine is. I'm not saying we go in, but I'm saying that if we could plan while we're on the outside, see if we can see anything that might stand out.
Well, I would like to do this maybe in the morning after we sleep on a nice cozy bed.
Yeah,
What's one day?
I mean, sure. We should rest up a bit before we embark on this. So let's. I mean,
Marcus, you want to do anything with the giant bug?
yeah. Let's see. I want to see if I can. So it has like chitin. I want to see if I can get some of its chitin off.
Alrighty. Make a survival check.
Question: would any of my tools help me with this? Like,
I'm gonna say no for this one.
okay.
If I know what he's doing, could I help?
Hey, you already made a roll. You rolled a 19 anyways.
It's a good roll considering I have no survival.
Yeah. So add to the display already going on as people are freaked out when these bugs in the street, as you've ripped out its acid sacs and put them in a jar. Now this new challengers come along like, oh nice, and you just start ripping plates of its armor off.
You've gotten its sack, I'll get its skin.
Hey, if anything, this should be a morale boost. Shows that they can be defeated and that we're capable of doing such.
Yeah. If people are cheering, then now there's parents like kind of ushering their kids away, like, okay, kids, let's move on. Okay. And with all that being said, you guys are all going to. I assume all you guys are going to get ready to go to sleep and get ready for tomorrow.
I feel like we're pretty prepared, aren't we?
I mean, I didn't get hurt, but I know one of us did. If we could rest up for a bit and go check in, or we could get a good night's sleep. I'm up to sleep if you guys are.
Yeah, I want to
I
go.
also want to see. Well, then let's sleep and get ready for tomorrow.
Alrighty. So, I feel like that's a good breaking point for us for a little bit.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Hey, everybody. Good to be back. Now, so as we were coming in, you guys enjoyed a more roomier end state than y'all are used to, since you're literally all offered your own individual rooms at this inn.
Well, now I'm lonely.
If y'all still want to sleep in the same room, y'all can.
I'm gonna go in a separate one.
I'm fine with going into a separate one. Like, how big are the beds? Are they like good size bed?
They are all they're all like queen size beds.
All right. Yeah, Marcus is gonna go into one by himself.
Okay.
Cyrus might can sleep on a cart, but it's not as comfy as a bed.
Yeah, it is nice to be back in bed since you guys are still getting used to the roughing it life. Some of you are, anyways.
Yeah.
Now, as you all wake up the next morning, get yourselves ready. The tavern keeper's like, morning. Breakfast wine.
Oh, that would be lovely. Please and thank you.
Ah, yeah.
Water.
I can do that. Water. Okay.
I'm fine for now. I got work today, so no wine for me for now.
Oh yeah. You guys get to work. Do good work.
Hmm?
And he pours you all some water and wine for you, Cyrus, and you guys are good to go for today.
All right.
So, do we have a plan here? Like they didn't say they heard anything when it made them dizzy. They just became dizzy. So we can't exactly prove against that if we don't know what to look for. And again, there's has to be more down there. I mean, because they took 4 people out out of a group of 20, and they seriously injured most of the group.
Yeah. Well, what we've gathered, also, is they might not be able to see in the stone. That is just a speculation, though. But they can only
True,
dig
but we're-
through the dirt. And they can only
Yeah, but
sense the
we're
dirt.
Yeah, but we're going into, if we are going into a mine, that's just raw earth. So they could dig all around us there.
Yeah. But if we do find, like, any kind of boulders, like solid rock that isn't dug through, might want to keep that in mind and use that to our advantage.
Right? Just we could use it for cover down there, but also it isn't. I'm assuming an iron mine, but if it's an iron mine, perhaps they can't dig through the ore.
Maybe. Actually, that's a thing, is... Do we know what that acid is good for?
I mean, melting
That-
rock.
Burn.
Digesting things.
Yeah. But I'm wondering, like, what all their acid digests. Is it good enough to digest rock? Is it just flesh? Is it even metal? I doubt it's metal, but still. It's something that we don't fully know yet.
The thing is how it's from a carnivorous thing. I'm assuming they're carnivorous things, how they're dragging people down. There'll be a stronger acid than what it would get from a herbivore. Carnivore needs a stronger acid to neutralize any parasites. Yes. I'm saying it's stronger, but it's not. It might not be dissolved rock strong. It's still a hydrochloric acid.
I'm actually going to take.
Also, around that point, the barkeep's like, "Oh, also, got a kind of delivery for y'all," and he pushes a crate from behind the bar and's like, beefier girl, this is your complete armor."
Oh, thank you.
Beef troll.
It was apparently Crag did some was polishing it all night, getting it ready, and he just had some boys bring it over today. So here you go. And
Well.
Maddie, you are now the owner of a shiny set of splint mail,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
fits perfectly.
Well, you go get suited up, and we'll wait.
And you notice in particular on the front breastplate, you do see some dwarven runes in it.
Interesting.
Wait, do we all notice that or just her?
No, it's
Did you follow her to change?
it's not really hidden.
Oh, is it actual writing or just I know Dwarvish.
Yeah, you see carved into the armor is the word fortress.
Fortress. Hmm. I don't know if this is a branding or not, but it says Fortress on your armor.
Might be.
Yeah. And you do see at the end of it, there's a small little symbol on it. It kind of resembles a rook in a chess set.
I mean, if there's any kind of writing on armor, Fortress is a pretty good thing to have on it.
True. It's just the word fortress. It doesn't well, I guess if we're gonna put that on, it would be put on armor. So yeah, go get changed and I guess we'll head out. But we also, I was thinking if these things are emitting a sound that potentially no one can hear, we could potentially muffle the sound. It'd be harder to hear down there, but if we partially blocked our ears, we could muffle the sound, but not still allowing us to hear. But just spitballing, really. We have no clue what made them dizzy suddenly, and then.
So, are we on the speculation of if it is sound that to possibly cover our ears and make us more immune to that effect, if that's the case?
Yeah, we would just have to muffle the sound if it is a sound. We have no clue. But they also, it could be a smell that they couldn't detect. It could be various many things, but we should do a little bit of prep for that.
Hey, DM,
Yes, player.
how close is this glass blower?
Hey, he is a few buildings down. It ain't too big of a town.
I would like to eventually go there. I need one more piece.
You need one more vial?
Didn't say vial.
Oh, never mind.
Is there a general store in this town? I have an idea of something we could use if they probably would have it at a general store.
Yeah, there's a general store.
If you don't mind, would you mind swinging by here? I want to see if they have this one. It could potentially help us if it's a little bit of protection. I mean, I'll go to the shop if no one else.
Okay.
We're all shopping.
All right, yeah. All right, we're turning it to a shopping episode. Let's do this.
Gotta have a montage.
All right. You make your way over to the glassblower shop, and yeah, there is a general store in town. Would y'all like to do this separately or all go together?
It doesn't matter to me. Whatever everybody wants to do.
I would just go by the general store. I'm fine with going to the glass blurred so that you can look and get what you want to get. I'm just trying to see if they have this one thing, and if they don't have it, then I'll go with the glass door.
Okay. So first, make your way over to the glass blower. Of the opening door, and it is a human inside, and you currently see him just kind of lazily sitting behind the counter, just to open it up for the morning. Looks like he's just getting his morning coffee, and he's like, "Oh, Welcome. What can I do for you?
A question: do I see like any examples of the things he's done, like colored glass and shapes and vases and such?
You see bits of stained glass. You see most of it decorative, like something you'd see in a church. You see some glass that looks like it's has some iconography of fires and forges in it.
All right. And I'm just gonna walk up to him, introduce myself. I'm looking for a very specific material. I see you doing colored glass here. What I need is the powder from the black stain. Do you have any of that available?
That's an incredibly specific request, I'll admit, but yeah, it's yeah, I guess I can get you some. How much would you need?
Just think for a second and think of how big the vial of acid I have is. Give me about a pound of it.
I guess give me a gold and I'll give you a pound of it.
All right. I hand him my gold.
Okay.
And
Should
now
I be
have a
worried about
bag of-
what's happening?
Maybe. Honestly, yeah, probably. I now have a pound of pyrolusite powder. If anyone is familiar with any kind of alchemy, it's red flags.
Well, I am actually proficient in alchemist supplies.
I'm
So,
talking about in real life.
Yeah.
well, in real life, I get the general. In real life, I'm getting the general idea of what you're doing.
Outside of Full Metal Alchemist, man, not really.
Makes it scarier.
I know a different kind of alchemy.
But yeah,
The fear of the unknown's really hit me.
above table, I'm getting a general idea of what you're doing. But
But yeah, that's
Oh,
all I need. I just thank him and go meet up with everyone else.
he is confused, but lets you leave.
I am just a giant man who wants some black powder, okay? That's all he knows.
Goodbye.
I have a hobby, that's all he knows. Oh, the war crimes I'm gonna commit.
Don't say that to me.
Okay.
And Rock's already terrifying enough. All right, Marcus, what would you like to buy today?
I mean, mine's not anywhere near as destructive, but I'll go into the general store and walk up to the person behind the counter.
You see a younger woman in there. Looks a bit more cheery than the glass blower. It's like, oh, hey, how can I help you?
I was wondering, do you have any sealing wax, like for letters or even candles? I was just seeing.
Oh, yeah, I have both. What exactly do you need? That out of the two, or both? I can get both.
I need just some plain non-scented candles and some generic sealing wax.
Okay. For each, it's a copper for each individual you want.
Okay. Can I get so it gets a candle? How many? Like, I'm getting a candle each for copper for each candle.
Yeah.
Am I correct? Okay. Give me 5 candles and the sealing wax. How big are the containers for the sealing wax? I mean, I'm just trying to.
Not too
see how much-
big.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I can get 2 of those. So I'll.
Why do you and Amarok maybe question everything I tell y'all?
I'm not doing again.
Because
I'm
I
not
am
doing any.
dangerous.
I'm not doing anything dangerous this time.
This time.
You gave me a week to prepare. You gave me nothing but time to think.
I'm sorry. I'd do D&D every day if I could.
I mean, if we get some serious downtime, I already have multiple ideas of what I want to do with our wagon.
We're gonna make a Leonardo da Vinci style tank.
I really do have to question everything with you guys.
I mean, if you give me and Emerald enough time, we'll probably make Greek fire that we can fire from our wagon.
That's why I didn't want to didn't want two artificers in a party together.
Good thing Cyrus doesn't know this stuff.
But
You're already smart enough, man. I don't need you to have the D&D smarts on top of it.
But yeah, I'll buy 2 containers of sealing wax and 5 candles.
Okay. So that'll be 7 copper.
Alright, I'll give that.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, this will be all for now.
Okay, you have a great day. You go kill
Alright,
some instead.
you too. And I'll go meet back up with the group.
Alright.
Now, I did buy some wax that we can melt this down, but I'm thinking about making like a set of earplugs for all of us. Like if this is in fact a sound, then a set of earplugs. But we can't exactly deal with it if it's something that's breathable, but not right now anyway.
The only thing, which this is just a downside, is I won't be able to inspire you all with my beautiful music, but if that's the price we have to pay to not be dazed, hypnotized, eaten by giant insects, I guess it's a sacrifice we have to make.
To be fair,
This
these won't
gives you
stop
the
us.
chance to practice your interpretive dance.
And also, to be fair, these won't stop us from hearing entirely. It'll just muffle the sound of our surroundings.
Okay, fair enough.
Going full Odyssey on me, I dig it.
So I'll actually, so that I have I can use a table. I'll go back to the inn and I'll start melting down the wax and trying to form it into earplugs that we can put in and take out easily.
Okay. I'll say that's a fairly easy process for a man of your skill.
And then I'll hand out the earplugs to everyone. So we'll hopefully it is a sound, because I don't really have a way of dealing with it if it's something that we breathe in. Not currently.
And hopefully not visual. Granted, it is
That
dark
too.
down there, and they didn't see anything, but still.
Well, shall we go? I mean, we have to get in there to look around the area to see what there is. But we also don't want to go rushing in too far in to make sure that we can get out if it's something way more than what we can handle.
Also, how far away is the mine?
The mine is y'all never actually asked.
Definitely like to ask the tavern keep that, because we don't know which direction we're going.
Thankfully. We could just drop
Let's
down the
go
hole they
back.
dug.
Yeah. As you go back in, he's like, yeah, how can I help you?
Yes. We have the trouble of not knowing where we are going.
Oh, yeah, y'all need to know that. There is a path out of the south gate. It's it's a pretty short walk, and it takes you to the mine. Can't miss it.
Is it a stone path or is it just all dirt?
It is conveniently a stone path.
Great. Well, that makes this a whole lot easier.
Yeah, but once you're in the mine, good luck, y'all.
It'll be fine. We'll be back, hopefully before dark.
Okay. Yeah, definitely take care of that one. It's there's a river that runs through the mine that it's the spring where we get our the water for our wine from it. So that sucked.
Okay, so that's why you don't have much supply.
Yeah, that's why.
DM, I just had a general question.
Yes. What is it?
When I fired, when I used the force part of Draco and I fired a force shot, was it loud when I did that?
Hmm.
I don't think it's supposed to.
I wouldn't think so. I just assume it being like a Star Wars laser blast.
Okay, so so being that these things are attracted to sound, like, Marcus will put the safety onto his gun and basically just get ready to, when we get closer to the cave, pull out his short sword, and I'm just gonna use Echo's. I'm gonna use our Draco's force blast shoot because I don't want to attract the whole nest of these things.
That is fair.
Should we also be sneaky?
As sneaky as we can be, being that these things notice sound, that would be better. That's why I'm not going to use my gun while I'm down there. I don't want to attract them all to us.
Or could we not do this? If they're attracted to sound and we have to go to where the main group of them are, why don't we just send out a distraction way out somewhere, have them go to it, we go down to their den, take care of business. I'm assuming the boss or queen, whatever it is, insect, and just get rid of her guards that way.
Noise I can do. Noise is possible.
Problem is, do we have enough time to actually build a big enough distraction to where we have time to get in?
If anything, we're just trying to get them to follow a particular point and then move away from that point.
Sounds to me like we would get flanked in that situation, though. Then again, we
We're
might be
probably gonna get
flanked.
no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These things can move through the ground, and we're going to be inside of a cave, so potentially the walls themselves.
Well, I'm up for whatever. But
With my spell, I have a spell that can make a noise from a distance that we don't have to be near.
actually, that's another thing. I can cast Minor Illusion at least 30 feet away, and sound is a big thing. And make it
too.
loud enough to where it's away from us, and they might be more attracted to that.
That too. You can make a loud noise with that at a distance. They are attracted to that, and we use that opportunity to move past while we stay as quiet as possible ourselves.
Sounds good.
Here's another option, depending on your views of animal cruelty. If we can find a pig, stick it, and then let it run, it's squealing, they chase after the pig.
Well, I mean, that's a really morbid thought, but all right. We have that
Would you
idea
rather
on the table.
sacrifice a pig or die?
I'm not saying I'm not saying that I'm not above it. I'm just saying, and you call me the psychopath.
I'm practical.
At least I kill people quickly. Well, I mean, that means. So in this industrial town, would they have a pig that we can buy? They're already struggling with food here. I doubt.
That's the question. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking we go with. I'm thinking that we go with Cyrus's spell. That can make a noise at a distance. It can be really loud, and we just need enough of a diversion to get by. Also, it's something repeatable. He can do it over and over to keep at a distance to draw them away from where we are.
Funny enough, they don't have the price of a pig in the handbook, but they have the price of an elephant.
I mean, that would make a lot of noise.
You can't find that in this town. Hannibal hasn't moved them over to this side yet.
So
Thank
I
you.
think
Thank you.
I think
Mountains.
Yeah, that was a very layered joke. Y'all can look for a pig if y'all want, or try to spell. It's up to y'all.
I think we should go.
I'm
with
just throwing
spell.
all our cards on the table.
I'm thinking we should go with the spell because it's something that we can repeatedly do, and it's something that we can do from a distance initially. It doesn't have to be near us. If we take a pig down there and stick the pig is gonna squeal and then run away from us from where we are. If we have the spell, it can be cast initially 30 feet away, meaning there's no sound for them to follow back to us.
Hey, we can just have the guards throw stones off the wall.
You know, that's not too bad of an idea. Let's at least tell the
No.
guards to like just keep throwing rocks at the ground and see what happens. That's something quick.
It makes them feel useful.
It makes
They are
sense.
helping save their town. It raises morale.
That too. We could do that. So shall we go tell the guards this and then head off to the mine?
Suppose.
So that's up to y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go tell the guards. Can you guys just throw rocks at the ground while we're going to the mine? It will draw attention to where the rocks are, not draw attention to where we're going. And then we could try to stealth into the mine.
It's kind of the classic. What's happened a few times out. You want us to? Okay, that actually makes sense. Yeah, we can do that. All right, man, gather some rocks. Captain, what'd you say? I said gather some rocks. Yeah. Should we wait for a signal or something to start throwing?
Yeah. Once you've got them gathered, we'll. Oh, perfect. Cyrus, you can do your thing to do a signal for them to start throwing, and that will make noise as well to where they're throwing the rocks, and then they'll let us know.
Yeah. So you hear a flare sound.
He's very quiet for a second. He's like, "What's a flare sound like?"
As I just make the sound like. You hear that, but louder.
It's like a flaming arrow. I see.
With an explosion at the end, yes.
Okay. Alright. So they go to work, start gathering rocks and other crap to throw over the wall, and as you make your way to the mine, you now have a plan in action as you getting ready to set your you're ready to go in the mine.
Everyone, put your earplugs in.
All right. If that being said, the signal is thrown up,
Mm-hmm.
and it is time to go. And we will pick
So-
up there next week.
Oh.
All right, right on the cliffhanger.